So our third and final method for solving systems, my personal favorite, is the elimination method. I just love saying elimination. It just sounds so destructive. And what you're doing here basically is you're going to pick a letter to eliminate. You want to get rid of one of the letters. You want to cancel it out. And it's your choice, X or Y, whatever, doesn't matter. Some problems it's easier, like one of them's easier to work with, like you have 1 and 8 or something. But what you want to do is you want to pick a letter first of all, X or Y, and the choice is entirely yours. It does not matter. So here I'm going to choose to get rid of X, simply because I can. So to get rid of X, what I want to do is I want to make sure that they have the same coefficient but opposite signs, because I'm going to add them together. So I have a 1 and a 2. So I need to first of all get a common number, like you would for a common multiple. So 1 and 2 will go into 2. So I want to have a positive 2 and a negative 2. So I'm going to multiply this entire row here by negative 2. I'm going to rewrite my system then. So 2x minus 3y equals 5. Negative 2x minus 4y equals positive 2. Now I'm going to add straight down. The x's cancel out. That was the whole goal of that. You want to eliminate something. So gone. And now I have negative 7y equals 7. So y equals negative 1. And now that I have found my y value, I can go back to either equation, it does not matter, and find my x. I'll use the top equation. 2x minus 3 times negative 1 equals 5. 2x plus 3 equals 5. 2x equals 2. X equals 1. So my final answer is 1 comma negative 1. That's the elimination method. You pick a letter to get rid of. You transform one or both equations so that you have the same number in front but different signs. And then you add your equations to cancel one of the letters out. Let's try a second one here. Let's be a fun one here. Eeny, meeny, miny, wombat. That looks like fun. So again, we're going to want to pick a letter. I'm going to choose Y this time, simply because I can. So the signs are already different, which is good. So I just got to figure out what to multiply by. So I've got 3 and 4. 3 and 4 both go into 12. So I'm going to times this one by 3 and this one by 4. That will give me 12 and 12. You always have the option of simply going, this is 4 and this is 3, so multiply it by the other number. That's always an option. 3x plus 12y equals 36. 8x minus 12y equals 24. I want to add, so I get 11x equals 60. So x equals 60 over 11. Now let's go back in and plug in. I'll use the top equation because I have an ugly fraction, and it just has a single x there. So it's less to work with. So 60 over 11 plus 4y equals 12. Now I'm going to go ahead and solve this. So to get rid of a fraction in an equation, you multiply every single term by the denominator. So 60 plus, not equals. 60 plus 44y equals 132. So 44y equals 72. Y equals 72 over 44, which reduces down to 18 over 11. So we have 60 over 11 and 18 over 11 as our answer. See how much fun it is? You get to eliminate things. It's great fun. Let's see, that's not a fun problem. These are fun. I love elimination method. I'm also strange, so there is that. I had to jerk away. Let's see here. Eeny, meeny, miny, that. No. Yes. I will use that. It looks like fun. 15x plus 3y equals 9. 10x plus 7y equals negative 4. So pick your letter, x or y. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go with y again because the numbers are smaller. That's my whole logic behind it. 3 and 7 is smaller than 15 and 10. So I'll use 3 and 7. Now, one of them has to be negative. They're both positive. So one of the rows, you multiply by a negative. And it does not matter which row it is. I'll do it on top this time. So I'm going to use negative 7 and positive 3. So negative 105x minus 21y equals negative 63. 30x plus 21y equals negative 12. Add negative 75x equals negative 75. So x equals 1. Pick an equation to plug into. I'll use the bottom one because I can. So 10 times 1 plus 7y equals negative 4. 10 plus 7y equals negative 4. 7y equals negative 14. So y equals negative 2. So final answer, 1 comma negative 2. See, this problem's not hard at all. They're really not. The hardest part is plugging in. So all you got to do is pick your letter. It doesn't matter. Multiply one or both equations, depending on what you have to do. Make sure the signs are different. So if the signs are the same, one of the numbers must be negative when you multiply. If the signs are already different, you're good to go. And then once you have everything multiplied out, you add. And that gives you your remaining letter, your remaining number. You divide and get your first half of the answer. It's not hard work to do at all. I mean, it really isn't. It's kind of fun in a weird sort of way. Violent kind of way, I suppose. Let's see here. What would be fun? I use that one. That looks fun. Let's see. 2x plus 5y equals... Where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. Negative 22. 10x plus 3y equals positive 22. So this time around, I'm going to choose to get rid of x, just because 2 goes into 10 evenly. So I multiply the whole row by 5. That's 10x plus 25y equals negative 110. And 10x, so I should use negative 5 because they have different signs. So negative 10x minus 25 would be positive 110. You gotta have different signs. So 10x plus 3y equals 22. So we add negative 22y equals 132. Divide, y equals negative 6. pick an equation to plug into. I'm just going to use the bottom one. So 10x plus 3 times negative 6 equals 22. It's awfully bright. Let's change to green so I can see it. There we go. So 10x minus 18 equals 22. 10x equals 40. X equals 4. So your final answer is 4 comma negative 6. And that's all it takes. Elimination method is not hard to do. Now, when we get into 3x3 systems in Algebra 2, then it gets hard. Because you had X, Y, and Z, which requires more steps. But it isn't that bad. Sort of. So that's all for that. So wasn't that exciting? Yeah? I think you'd love it. Sort of.